Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of my vanilla Let's Play here on the Swarmcraft server. And we are now on 13W21B. So it's mainly just the bug fix um, to the last snapshot, which is great because as you can see, I'm sprinting again. Sprinting works, which is awesome. And sound is working, so just listen to that. Oh yeah. So it's great. All those bugs are all fixed up, super nice. I love it. Picked a great time to start this video too. Get to watch me try to sleep. Oh yeah. Alright, come on. Yeah, come on. Alright, so pretty excited here. I came up with a cool idea of how I want to try to attempt building this sandcastle. I don't know how else is gonna work out though, but it could be pretty cool if it works out well. So what I want to do is let's grab a bunch of that. Grab some more, I suppose. And let's grab some sand just to make sure. Okay, so basically what I want to do, because you might be wondering why I have pistons. So, what I'm thinking I'm going to do is I'm going to build, like, the sandcastle. I want to put it here. It took me a long time to clear all this out, but yeah, because that mountain used to come over this way anyways. But I think I'm going to put the sandcastle here. And I'm going to build, like, all the ceiling, and probably do the floors and everything. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up above like the rest of this castle, and then what I'm going to do is put these pistons down, and then I'm going to like place the sand blocks on the pistons, and then I'm going to like flip a switch and have it all fall, and basically have the whole sandcastle fall into place. No, absolutely no point to it, but it'd be cool, I think, assuming I can do it. Yeah, we'll see. So I'm going to have the front of the castle face this way. So you look at the front this way, and the back is facing the town. The reason why is that way you can see it more, and then you can have like a way to come into it from here. I'm thinking what we're gonna do is we're gonna move over here a little bit. So I'm gonna make sure we're gonna have enough room. Let's see if we look both ways here before crossing the street. Let's put right here. Let's have this be the start. So basically, like this will be where the front entrance to the castle will be, is right here. And let's see if we look that way a little bit again. Let's go and let's go like this. So if we go this way a little bit, place all this down. Now what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to do my best going from the memory of how I built my original sandcastle on my vanilla. Or I mean not vanilla. Well, I mean it was vanilla, but back in alpha, back in like January 2010 or whatever is when I think is when I built it. So I'm trying to go from memory on how that looked for how I'm going to build this. But like I said, I'm changing things, like I'm going to be using sandstone in it now because that did not exist then. So like for the ceilings and stuff, I would use like dirt and stuff to hold the ceilings up. But now we got sandstone. I'd rather use sandstone than dirt. So what we're gonna do is I had it go back a little bit like this, and I had a little room here where I could put some stuff. I think I had it about 2, and it was 3. It wasn't too big, I know that, so I think that's about where it was. And then I had it go a little bit like so. So let me see. So we got 2 and then 3 going off on that side, 3 on this side. So let's do the same thing here. Okay, so basically, let's actually, I'm going to replace that with sand. Okay, so basically how it went. So for like an example, let's say this was a wall right here. You would come in. Here's another wall. You came into the front of the castle like so, and then there was this little tiny room right here, and then you would go over and there'd be side room here and side room there. I never actually there was a whole bunch of castle back in this spot, but I never actually put anything there in the original. It's not because I didn't want to, it's because I just never got around to it, I guess. So yeah, we're gonna eventually we'll put a room back there, but for now, I just want to see how well I can recreate the original. So basically, we're gonna have that like so. Sand is gonna want to fall. We're gonna want to have sand fall down and drop on here. So if we do that, then basically what we want to do is I'm almost thinking I should do like one of the ground layers just so we can have an outline. But I don't want to do that because I want it to drop the whole thing at once. Okay, so we're not going to do that. Alright. So let's see what we got here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Should be good. Yeah, because then that would be like, yeah, that's right. Okay. Wait, right? Yeah, that's right. Okay, so then if we go dig this way a little bit, we can put some of this down too. Working on mainly just trying to get this outline put together. This whole room here, so this would be a wall, and you would get in to this place right through here. So be a wall there, and then it would go over. Let's make it like so. Now let me see what we got here. So the center-ish point is right about here. So we got 3, 3, 2, and 2. Trying to do my best on remembering how this went when I built it back then. So what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna let's put it right there, and then what we can do is take and put this right here instead of where I was originally putting it. So this will go right here. Then we can fill this back in with sand. So that's not how we're gonna do that. And let's get this out of here so we don't get mixed up. So basically, I don't want it to be too big of a room. So that's why I'm gonna do it basically do it like this. So let's go and place that down. That's not the center. That's not the center though. Okay. Let's do that then. This needs to be replaced. I just heard that bat I just heard because you know the new Feed the Beast 1.5.2 beta pack is out, and I've been playing on that a lot. And every time I hear bats now, I keep thinking that there's a fire bat about to come after me. I really those things are not cool. They're not fun. Yeah. Nether is dangerous now in that update. Definitely dangerous. Like, I still can't believe how messed up we were getting that one time we went in there and we had all that stuff that we kept losing when we went in. Oh, that was just insane. Alright, so this room is basically, because that's going to be a wall there, and then you come in, so it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 5. Okay. So we're going to go up here, and this is going to be a wall right here. Yeah, let's get that out of here. Okay, so the wall goes like that, goes out to here, and then we want to do is go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is the outer part of the wall, I think. Pretty sure that's right. So that's just, let's get all this done up here real quick, and we can find out for sure in a second. One of the nice things about building with all the sand and the sandstone is so easy to tweak things on it. Like, you can break it and remove things and stuff so easily. You can just tap it, gone, move it. Biggest problem obviously is that sand does fall, so knock a block out down near the bottom and the whole thing drop downward. Alright, so this should be basically you'd come over and be 1, 2, and then 1, 1, 2. So actually that should be the center because that's a wall right there. So we should have 2 by 2 by 2 by 2. Yep, that's it. So I got that right. So that's the same as that one over there. So basically it was like that. And then I did have a whole bunch more sandcastle coming off of it, going back this way. But like I said, I'd never actually really gotten around to putting a whole bunch of rooms in. But for now, though, we're going to make this thing larger. So we'll go about this size right here. It wasn't a massive castle either, and I was intending to eventually get some walls up around the outside, like a castle, like castle walls, just like the castle itself. So I'll probably try to put some of those around this one this time. We'll here, let's get all this put here. All right, yeah, but we'll be you know, put stuff in there eventually. But for now, we don't need to do that. We're not going to fill it full solid of sand either. I'm going to leave it hollow in the middle on purpose, because that way we can, go in there and actually do something in the future without sand falling on us. So let's sleep again. Woo! Sleep in. Alright. Now let's go back here. So, so here's the outline of it. I don't know how easily the difference between these two textures, how easy it is for, to see it, when you're actually looking at it from on a video. But to me, I can distinguish it relatively easily. I don't know, but on the video, I don't know if it's like super different looking or anything. So basically, what we want to do at this point is we need to put the roof up. So the roof itself would be right here, and I want to have it 3 tall. So we'll do that, and then basically what we want to do is just go all the way over to this point right here, which we already are. Good. And we just gotta do it all the way around the whole thing. And there we are. Go do this side too. It was a very square castle too, so it's like, don't expect super awesome, like crazy shapes. So this is back the very first thing I ever did or built in Minecraft was this sandcastle I'm trying to recreate from memory. So it wasn't like very complicated in any way. Alright, so now we just need, so let's fill this in. But what we're going to do is, after we get this filled in, basically is, I want to try and drop all the sand and stuff into place onto it. So, like the walls and everything will be dropped, and then I'm also going to have, like a little sand things around the edges of the top of the walls of the castle that's going to have, those little like bumps along the edge, that you see on a castle. I don't know what the actual name for those things is, so yeah. But we'll put them in, and they'll be cool because they are cool. I just don't know what they're called. I don't know if I have enough sandstone on my person right now. That's fine though. I mean, I got lots. I mean, not only is there a lot over there in that chest, I also got a lot in that chest over there. I've been saving every single block of sand and sandstone and everything that I've been digging up as I've been clearing out all the stuff that as I've been building this town. For the obvious reason of I knew I was going to be building this sandcastle. So that, and it's probably a good idea to keep stuff like that anyway, because you never know when you're going to use it. Like now, like for example. Hopefully, hopefully this is interesting. I mean, I'm having a lot of fun building it right now. I'm not obviously talking as much as maybe I would normally talk, but that's because I'm, trying to at least concentrate somewhat on making this thing here, or else I wouldn't be able to. Else this thing would probably look like really, really bad. Because if I want to look at anything like a sandcastle at all, it'd just be like super messed up. Alright, so this thing here needs to go like that. What I'm doing at the moment here, if you're wondering why I'm knocking some of this stuff out, is sand's gonna have to fall through here for the walls. So clearing that all out of the way so we can do that. Get rid of that. Some of the blocks here are actually not down here. There we go. Got it. Okay. So then we can go boom, boom, and boom, 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 boom. Alright, so there's that, and then we want... Oh, that's actually already good the way that is. Alright, so basically, yes, now sand on the top when we do this can come down and land right along this edge here and connect to the rest of these walls. So basically what we need to do is, I think that's mostly it for this part. I do need to do this. They didn't have, I can't remember in alpha what type of stairs they had, but they obviously did not have sandstone stairs because they didn't have sandstone. I'm pretty sure they did have stairs though. I really don't know if they did. Huh. They probably did, right? Maybe. I can't remember. I'm gonna say they probably had wood ones. And that makes sense. But here, let's make some sandstone steps. And then basically, we're gonna go and put some steps down, like so. And actually, I don't want to do it like that, because I'm not gonna be able to actually walk up it. Do that, that, and that, and then this would be where we can come out to go outside here. And basically, it would just keep going around like so. So basically, put a step there, get rid of that, and then these ones can stay though because it's down here near the bottom. So basically, the steps would just keep going up and up and up and up and up. For the tower parts, we're gonna need more stairs than this. So we're gonna need more sandstone. Go get some more sandstone. Ender pearls for the win. Let's go with that. And there's a nasty spider under here. There's gotta be a cave or something underneath me because I've been hearing spiders and zombies. Hasn't been clearing this thing out, and I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I just haven't felt like trying to go under there and figure that out for sure. So I don't know. Let's grab some more steps. There, that should be good enough for now. Back over. Overshot it. Dang it. Oh wow, I really overshot that. Here, I was thinking I was actually maybe going to be close. That was definitely not there. Okay, so then let's go in place. Nope, nope, not what I wanted. Okay. That's one of the things about this stuff, though. Is yeah, it's easy to break, but with this pick I have, man, it's really easy to break. Block. Nope. And block it, and then a step, and then another block, and then another step. I wish the game would play some music. I do have the music turned on, right? Yeah. I could go for a little Minecraft music right now. I should almost go like grab my record player the record player from my from the base and bring it out here so we can have some music. Be pretty cool. Now let me see. I'm trying to decide how tall I want to go with this. I went as tall as you could go back in alpha, which was 128 blocks was how tall you could go for max back in alpha. But I don't know if that's true or not because it's been so long. But I'm pretty sure it was 128 blocks. But whatever the max was at the time, that's how tall I had my pillars go on the castle. Because I was like, oh man, it'd be so cool to go all the way up there because I'm sure it looks awesome. So that's what I did. Thinking these towers here. This is probably pretty good right here, actually. I don't think we need to go any higher than this, really, so we'll probably call this good. Let's put that there, though. And we'll do that. And then what we can do is, not that because Put your head on it. Yeah, so that should be good for now. Any touch-ups, fine tunings we can do later. So if we go back down this way, we can clear all this out. The way these stairs look right now is how it kind of looks in that original save for that castle that I built, the sand castle. Because I do still have it, but I blew up a lot of the base and stuff with TNT, so the tower, pillar part, which was surrounded by sand, all fell and got destroyed. So it's just basically a couple towers of steps or whatever I had at the time. Not steps, but dirt. I think it was dirt blocks to get up to the top. So, but yeah, so there we have that. We need to do that also to this side here real quick. So we'll do that. Now I know what I want to do for it, so we should be able to do that pretty quick. That's the center, so we were right next to the center there. So we want to go up, and then let's put that there and there, and then up. Okay. So step, step, break, break, break. Then this goes away, and put a step. Yep, we got this right. Okay, so all we have to do then is just keep putting down a whole bunch of these sandstone blocks, exactly like we were doing on the other side. So we have this pillar. I know this part probably isn't super interesting, but it's gonna get, this thing's gonna get much cooler eventually here. I'm gonna want to make sure I also get this thing pretty well lit, I would say, because being that it's made out of sandstone and sand, a creeper could really do a number on this. So yeah, we don't want that to happen, preferably. So I'm gonna do, to risk that not happening here, is we're gonna go real quickly. We're gonna finish putting these up, and then what we'll do, assuming I can put the blocks in the right spot, now what we'll do is go and sleep real quick, and then come back this way and make sure we hopefully don't see any creepers around that survived the transition today. Alright, step, block. Gotta be getting pretty close here now, I would think. Looks like we go one more sets of the spirals here. So let's do that. I think this is it then, right? Yeah, this is it right here. Okay, so this is where we want to be. So let's go and clear these blocks out of the way. Hope there aren't any creepers down here that spawn waiting for me. I should be too close for that to happen though, hopefully. Yeah, what was that? Oh, it's a skeleton. Okay. Let's place some torches down, especially because once we start building this thing, we don't want, like when the walls are in here, we don't want it to be too dark, because then like a creeper will spawn in it. And we'll be like, yeah, we got a castle, and then the creeper will blow up, and then we don't have a castle anymore. So yeah, that would be fun. So let's do that. Get these placed down here, so we don't have to worry about it. One of the things about sandstone and sand is you can tell so easily where and where not you have it lit up decently, because of how the coloring works on it and stuff. Like you can see the differences in the light levels so easily. It's pretty great. I love it. Let's sleep one more time. Get this done. Alright. So then what we need to do now is, that's basically what we want for now. Like this is the main skeleton of the sandcastle. So what we're going to do is we need to go up here. We want to go all the way up this thing. I'm going to hold down shift so I don't just walk off the edge of it actually. Actually, I don't know if shift works on steps anyway. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. Alright, well let's go out like this. and then break that out of the way. And then what we want to do is we're going to want to have sandstone going around up here on the top, around the outside of where the actual wall is going to be. You know what, actually now I think about it, maybe we don't want to do that. So if we put the pistons here like so, then yeah, because that piston will cover that. Then we're going to want one. Yeah, because see, I don't actually want these there after I place the pistons. So then what we want to do is we want to have one of the pistons looking this way, but that's not right. Yeah, how am I gonna? This isn't gonna be the easiest thing in the world, I guess. Huh? Let's see here. Let's get these steps out of my way. I don't need those anymore. So if we do this, though, that'll work. Okay. Let's do that. And we'll go place piston there. Then we can get rid of those. Get rid of those and that. And get rid of that one. So basically, I don't know if, I mean, I'm sure you guys are probably starting to see what I'm getting to here. But basically what we're going to have here shortly, once I'm done with this, is I'm going to have to power these pistons, but that won't be hard to do. But we'll power the pistons, and what it will do is it'll cause the sand to sit onto, when we place the sand down, to sit onto the pistons. And when the pistons decide to retract, it'll drop, it'll go and drop all the sand down and into place. So it should hopefully, look really cool, and we're flying. That sucks. Alright, well, I mean, I don't know, we could stop them if I try to enter pearl back up. First, let me grab all this sandstone, I guess, I'm down here. I don't lose any of it. Yeah, okay. Let's see if we can do this. We should be able to, right? I feel I'm getting pretty good at these things. Beautiful. Oh, oh, nope. Jump, jump. Don't, nope, nope. Okay, well, that didn't work out too well. It's annoying when these things get just stuck in something, though. Oop, I missed. Oh, wait, no, I didn't miss. Oh, it was close, though. Alright, great. So we're up there again. That's what we wanted. So yeah, so there's that. So basically, these are going to be pushed out, and sand will be sitting on each one of them. And when they pull away, then the sand's going to fall around into place. So what we would have to do at this point is basically we need to get these things powered. Now, what we want to do is put the, let me see, so if this is like that, yeah, there's going to be sand has to fall down right here too. Sand's going to go here and go along there. Just making sure that these pistons does. Oh wait, it almost looks like this piston might be in the way of that. Let's find out. So if we go right here, you know what? I don't think it is in the way. It looks like it could be a little bit, but I don't think it actually is. Let's find out for sure. We're gonna verify this because it could mess up things if it is. Come on. Come on. We can make it. We can make it. Ah, good. It's not in the way. Okay. It's close to being in the way, but it's not. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to place all these sandstone blocks here into the spots where the walls are going to have to go. So that way we can, uh-oh. I think those might be over the outside part of the wall there. But yeah, I'm placing these in the down so that way I know where the sand's gonna have to go and stuff. So let's go down here and let's take a look at what we got going on for the wall here. Because now I'm afraid that those pistons up there might actually be in the way. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, those are in the way. Well, we could do this a little bit differently then. So what I wanted to do at first is I was thinking it'd be cool if we put the whole thing up of that level up there and just have it all fall, and I missed. Okay. you know, put up the whole sandcastle, the walls and stuff up above that point. The problem is if we do that, then the wall sand will hit those. So what we're going to do then is we're going to have to put the actual walls themselves down lower and have them trigger down lower, which should be just fine. So if you come down here, you can wire the walls up down here. Let's grab all the sandstone once more. Alright, so I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go and start laying out the rest of these pistons and everything, and I'm probably going to get those all set into place, so that way you guys don't have to, you know, watch me do that, because I have a feeling this is going to take me some time. So I'm going to do that, and after I'm done, I'll resume video, so I'll be right back. Alright everyone, welcome back again. I've been pretty busy here. It's taken me, it's probably been about an hour now, I'd say, since I was last recording here. Pretty much have everything done. I just need to put some sand down here in the rest of for the rest of this tower, and then that's basically going to be it for this. Let's see here. Shouldn't take too long. Clicking my mouse furiously, and any second here now. Alright, so then we're going to put those there like so. Make sure that looks good. Go down and collect a whole bunch of sand I've got down here. Alright, so basically this is what we have. This is what it looks like up here. So when you look at it, you can tell it looks like a castle, kind of, without the top or bottom. So basically, if we go back over this way, you can see we've got a floating castle. Got Fossis here with us. He's not in the chat though, but he's here. We're gonna need a button. So we can. Oh wait, not a button. I don't want a button. Buttons are stupid. Yeah, no, I want a lever. So let's go over here. Whoa, whoa, glitchy. Put it. Okay. Need this. And boop, boop. Okay. I want an actual lever because I want to make sure those pistons stay retracted. All right. So basically, can't speak apparently. All right. So basically, what I have going on right now is, when you look at it, it's all the pistons are pushed out, holding it all up. So when we pull the pistons away, it should all fall into place and be built. Let me just make absolutely sure here real quick. There are no torches where it's gonna fall. That's gonna mess up my day. Then any torches in this area? Nope. Alright, here we go. Dun, 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 dun. Boom! Oh yeah. Check it out. Woo! We just built a sandcastle. That's how we do it. Oh yeah. Built the castle. See, now that is how you build a sandcastle right there. Oh yeah. It's pretty cool. Yep. Yep. Why did I not eat? Did I crash the server doing that? Okay. I was gonna say. That is so cool. Let's go up in the tower. Alright. Oops. Left a torch. That's not good. There's a torch, and it looks like I had a torch over there too. Great. Okay, well, besides that, it worked out pretty well. We got a whole castle. I just have to take all the pistons and stuff back down. But yeah, see, this is what we. Oops, left that there. But yeah, see, I left this one down one lower, cause then we can fill it in like this. So we do that and break this stuff out of the way. Yeah, see, I decided to leave torches. For some reason, I put torches right there. So yeah, so let's we can run up this the right way now. Look at that. Pretty nice. Except for the spinning. Spinning's annoying. Alright. So that's done. Oop. Did I make these? I must have made them taller than I thought. Interesting. Huh. I'll have to fix that with putting some stairs down then, I guess, for that. And I'm apparently gonna put a whole bunch of sand right here. Let's see what we got here. I think I got enough sand for both of these to fix them. So let's do that real quick. And boom, 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 boom. There we go. All right, and I'll fix that later. For now though, let's get up like so. Put some torches up here so mobs aren't spawning. And then let's take this down. Mobs obviously, they can't spawn on the steps, so we don't have to worry about that. Come down here, and you know what? Let's just put some torches in here anyway, because then else it's going to be really dark. So let's do that. And there we are. Oh, this is really cool though, seeing this. Like, this is bringing back some memories right here of the sandcastle I used to have on the first time I ever played this game. Oh, it's so cool. So happy. Alright, I'm happy that besides that, a couple spots where I have torches, which obviously that's going to mess it up. But besides that, I mean, this thing worked first go. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, I mean, it worked out pretty well. Let's put some torches going up like this again. And then we can put the sand down to fill that spot in. It's a bummer that I apparently was short on the steps there. So I'll put these down. Oops, come back to me. Nope, come back to me. There we go. Nope, nope. Apparently, I think that was every single torch there. Did not place it in the right spot. So let's get all this placed in here. One nice thing about sand is it just falls right into place. There we go. Okay, so now let's go up like this for a second. And then boop. Beautiful shot. Beautiful shot. Like right exactly where I wanted to go. Alright, so sandstone in this chest? Yes. Alright. Let's take the steps. And let's see if I can make this shot. Oh, it's becoming night actually. Being that this is sand and sandstone, I don't want this thing. I don't want to keep blowing it up. So let's sleep. Sleep the night away. Call it good. Alright. While we're at it though, we should probably just go up here and put some torches down on top of that thing. Or just overshoot it. We could do that too. Alright, so I do have torches up here, good. Didn't know for sure if it was going to be enough though. Alright, so let's put some torches there. Actually, let's take that off. Put a torch here. Let's just, make it look nice and stuff. Huh? What did I do wrong? Something's off here. See, there's two spaces there and there's only one there. What did I do? 2 space, 2, then 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. Everything's right on that side, so it's something on this side. So what is it? That's 2, this is 2. Oh, I see what I did. That's not supposed to be there, that's supposed to be right there. Alright. Beautiful fix. Okay. And we'll put some torches down this way. And then, yeah, I mean, I basically just have to clean this up now. So it looks a little bit cleaner, with all this stuff on it. And I totally missed that tower, didn't I? Yep. Last pearl. Come on, you can make it up. Beautiful. Okay. Alright, so then what we're going to do, we're going to place ourselves some stairs upside down, because that's how you do it. Like this, and like that. So there we are. So you can come up and you can take a look around and everything. Let's go over here then and do the same thing for this side. There we go. Alright. Well, that's about it, I guess. I'm gonna go and clean all this up, and then after I'm done cleaning it all up, I guess I'll show you guys what it looks like afterward. But yeah, I mean, one last look at this. This is what it looks like. with it, with the way everything is. I'm not gonna. I don't want to flip any of the switches because I don't want any of these pistons pushing the sand and messing the thing up. So what I'm gonna do is take all the pistons out before I do anything else because I don't want to mess with any of the sand. Because some of those pistons, like the ones on the towers there, are still touching the sand, and if I trigger them, then it's probably just gonna knock the thing over or something. Well, I guess it's Minecraft, so it's not gonna knock it over, but it will still cause some issues I don't feel like messing with and all that. So let's see if we can get the shot right. Nah, that's too far with it. Oh, it wasn't. Okay, good. All right. So yeah, I'll be back after with you guys in a little bit here. I'm gonna clean this mess up, and yeah, so I'll be back in a little bit. All right, welcome back again. I got it all cleared up. Put a moat around the outside of it too, and here it is. That's what I've got done so far. It's pretty much what it looked like, I think. If I remember it correctly, this is pretty much what it looked like when I built it. The very first thing I ever built in Minecraft very much looked exactly like this. So pretty simple. This is also back before they had like really any there's a lot less to build with. But this is what I had. I haven't done it yet, but I'm gonna put doors so you can get to the roof. But yeah, I mean, you could go up. And I used to think this was so cool. Yeah, excuse me there. I just think it was so cool because I could like come all the way up to the top of the tower, and I could look down and see all over the place, and I thought it was so cool. Yeah, so I mean, this is kind of what it looked like. I mean, it's I mean, if I was building like a different castle now, it would probably look better than this. Yeah, I would think, but I was going for one that looked similar to my old one on purpose. So here it is. I'm gonna do some things around here and probably spruce things up a little bit so it does end up looking a little bit nicer. But it's pretty neat though. I think. I mean, I'm relatively happy with it. I think I hit my goal pretty well with how I wanted it to look. So here it is, sandcastle. So I mean, the best part of the whole thing, in my opinion, was when we flipped that lever and watched the whole thing fall into place. That was pretty cool. I'm glad I decided to do that. That was a lot of fun. So, and there's the back side. Yep, there it is. So, old school design, new school design. Yeah. Alright, well, thank you guys for watching. Hope you found this interesting and liked it. And if you did, please consider leaving a like and subscribing. And I hope you guys have a great time or a great day. Bye.